I have a very high-pitched voice and I have a baby face. A lot of times people will prejudge me prior to knowing me. I'm Sadira. I'm 25 years old this year and I'm currently leading two ventures at the same time. One would be an e-commerce platform, Malaysia's first perfume subscription, and second would be a subsidiary of a Singapore biotech company which is listed in Australia. My entrepreneurial journey started when I was about 16 years old. When I grew up, my family actually had financial problems. I started a blog shop and I would go from one class to another asking if there's anyone who loved to make purchase from me. Eventually, the market expanded from my high school to people out of my high school. I ran the business for about 2 years with no capital in hand, and it actually generated about 4 to 5 figures back then. Through entrepreneurship, I get to challenge myself in terms of my mentality, my skill set, and emotionally. I was very fortunate to be the only Asian and the only woman who managed to make it to top 5 and actually secured number 2 in a competition against 57 other countries in Germany. Undeniably, there are a lot of different definitions when it comes to the term success, but how I define success personally is through my growth internally. There were a lot of trials and errors and also failures where there are times that I thought of giving up. Some people have even come up to my face and told me that my personality is unworthy of that position, stating that my achievements are all due to pure luck. To me, luck is when opportunity meets with preparation, and I wouldn't try to challenge or debate them because I know my action and my result will speak louder than how I look. Age is just a number and it should never be a barrier but a fuel or a drive to actually fulfill your passion. When you are young, we are very fortunate to not have any heavy commitment yet. I deem it as a very suitable time for us to challenge ourselves, to go out of our comfort zone and to explore different fields and gain as much experience as we can. I even remember before going up to the stage, there were thousands of audience there. I was quite concerned if people could not understand my accent. Despite having fear, I know that the only thing I can do to overcome is to just face it and to just confront it. Through a lot of struggling and overcoming different challenges that have given me the confidence to be who I am today. I've met people who come up to me who share to me that they did not believe they are able to achieve something because of their age or because they are women. I started going to different universities and different private colleges to actually share about my journey. Other than showing them what I have achieved on the surface, I also shared to them what's happening behind the scene, to let them know that behind every achievement there are a lot of things, a lot of effort that go behind the scene that many people do not see. There are a lot of things that will have to come in secondary. For example, time spent with friends and even sometimes family time. It is normal to have struggle despite someone might look very successful on the surface. So I find it very fulfilling for me to show them that it is achievable if you think so and if you start executing. Failures are bound to happen. It is okay to be afraid, it is okay to have fear. I actually aspire to inspire more women out there to be brave and to stand up for what you think is right in terms of your value system, your rights and your belief. I'm Sadira, I am from Malaysia and I am the Asian woman.